looking at our weather right now, and we're looking at a big warm-up, guys, as we head toward the weekend and next week. We've got lots to talk about this evening, so let's get right to the pier. It's Friday night. Lots of people out and about on the pier this evening. Temperatures a little cooler and the fog starting to work its way into the forecast. Cerritos currently at 63 at Valley Christian High School. Crossroads School in Santa Monica at 61 degrees. We're getting a look at our KCAL9 weather network. These are our live reporting stations all across Southern California, taking you to the OC, Huntington Beach, Mesa View Middle School at 61 degrees, and we are seeing breezy conditions at the coast, and Notre Dame High School in the valley, Sherman Oaks, 61 degrees, with wind gusts coming in at 10 miles an hour. So you'll see radar showing you mostly clear conditions, but I will tell you there is some fog showing up at the coast, and we are expecting to see it through the morning hours. Other than that, offshore conditions developing, and we are expecting a pretty significant warm up pretty soon here. Temperatures right now in the 50s, a few spots in the 60s, 63 in downtown, 65. That's for Anaheim, Riverside at 64, and Van Nuys currently at 63 degrees. So later tonight, we're getting down into the 50s, low clouds and breezy conditions. Then as we head into the morning hours, 60, and by the afternoon, we're expecting a decent amount of cloud cover. We're calling it partly cloudy in the basin, 77 degrees with a little bit of a sea breeze coming in. And don't forget, as we head into tomorrow night, between tomorrow and Sunday, 2 a.m. So when you go to bed Saturday night, that's tomorrow night, you want to set those clocks back an hour. It's fall back, but we get to gain an hour of sleep. So that's the upside. Back to you.
Cool looking boat.
It's very nice.
Cool. It's a great weekend for sailing and being out on the water.
It's going to be nice and warm. Yeah,
nice and warm.
Nice
We're going to see the offshore wind kick in on Sunday, so that's going to keep things clear. So it'll be pretty nice. Yeah, we've got lots to look forward to this weekend if you like the warmer weather. We also have daylight saving time. Remember that.
You know, I keep forgetting. I'm glad you remind us every night. I have a feeling I'm
really
going to forget this
you're
one.
not. We are heading into daylight saving time, so we're falling back an hour. As we get a look at radar right here, mostly clear conditions on radar. I will tell you a little bit of cloud cover, and we are dealing with some clouds tomorrow before we deal with a very sunny forecast a little later in the weekend into next week. You'll see right here, low clouds still a factor. We are warming up, and we are expecting above average temperatures later in the weekend into next week with some cooling on the way as well. So we sort of have the best of both worlds here. As we get a look at current temperatures, you'll see 50s and 60s out there, and earlier today we made it to 71 in downtown, average is 76. So we were below average for this time of year, and by tomorrow we're right at average. We're warming up to about 77 in downtown under partly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And you'll see for the valleys in the Inland Empire, we're in the 80s tomorrow, getting close to 90 by Sunday, warming up by your Monday to the 90s. And Tuesday we're still very warm in the upper 80s, a little cooler as we head into your Wednesday. For the basin in Orange County, remember we are hitting average tomorrow at 77. Then we're in the mid 80s by Sunday, low to mid 80s, and upper 80s by your Monday, a little cooler by your Tuesday with more cooling by your Wednesday. Essentially your warmest days Sunday and Monday, but the warm-up period will be between tomorrow and staying pretty warm through your Tuesday, but that's when things are going to start to change just a bit. We'll have your forecast for the mountains and the deserts. That's all coming up in just a little bit. Back to you.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you so.
Yes. We can all breathe.
I almost forgot.
I know. It's exciting. For a lot of you, it's already the weekend. For us, it's almost the weekend. We've got a pretty nice weekend forecast for you. If you don't have any plans, I would say maybe the beach is a good idea because we are looking at some beach weather ahead. So we'll tell you what to expect in a minute. We're getting a look at our KCAL9 weather network, and we're taking you to Willard Elementary School in Rosemead. It's currently 63 degrees. We're looking at a wind gust coming in at about 11 miles an hour. Other than that, it's pretty calm and it's pretty mild, and we're set to get a little cooler out there tonight. Let's get a look at radar right here, and you're going to see mostly clear conditions, but there is a little bit of cloud cover at the coast. That will continue to be the case, and we are expecting some clouds tomorrow with more clearing the second part of the weekend. Temperatures currently in the 50s and the 60s, 63 in Pasadena, 64 in Anaheim. As we move over to Van Nuys, 63, Simi Valley at 57, and Valencia at 60 degrees. So tonight's a little chilly out there. We're expecting low clouds, breezy conditions as we head into the morning hours. We're in the 60s under low cloud cover as well. And by the afternoon, we're calling it partly cloudy. We're still looking at clouds in the forecast, and then we start to switch to the offshore mode, and once we do, well, we are expecting much warmer conditions. Also a reminder, we will continue reminding you through the night, but when you go to bed on Saturday night, you got to set those clocks back an hour. It's daylight saving, so you're going to see right here as we wake up on Sunday, we actually get an extra hour of sleep. So it's technically Sunday at 2 a.m., but just set those clocks before you go to bed on Saturday, and you'll be all good to go by Sunday. Rick and Sharon, back to you. Going on, big changes on the way as we head toward the weekend, guys. As we take you outside right now to the Santa Monica Pier, we're looking at plenty of people out and about on the pier tonight. A little bit of cloud cover out there, and we're looking at much less of it a little later in the weekend. Radar showing you mostly clear conditions, but I will tell you there are some clouds out at the coast, and that will continue to be the case into the overnight and into the morning hours as well. 50s and 60s, 64 in Anaheim right now, Lancaster 57, Valencia at 56, and Van Nuys at 62 degrees. So earlier today downtown we got up to 71, average is 76, so we were still about 5 degrees below average. By tomorrow we should be a little above average technically. Over the next 24 hours getting down into the 50s, then up into the 60s, and by the afternoon we're at 77. We're warming up under partly to mostly sunny skies. Burbank tomorrow 77, Ontario 82, Lancaster 76, and Oxnard getting up to the low 70s, 72 degrees for tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, it is looking a lot clearer. I will tell you some forecast models calling it mostly cloudy by the coast, but at this point, this particular model, Futurecast, showing us mostly clear conditions at the coast. So at this point, there is a good chance we will see some clearing as those offshore conditions kick in. And then by Sunday, we're calling it clear, we're calling it sunny, and it's going to be a lot warmer. Take a look at your 5-day forecast for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Saturday into Sunday, don't forget to set those clocks back an hour. As we head into your Sunday, we're warming up close to 90, getting to 91 degrees by your Monday, staying warm Tuesday, and just a touch cooler as we head into Wednesday and the rest of your week. For the coast, 70s tomorrow, low 70s, flirting with the 80s by your Sunday. And by your Monday, we're calling it a beach day. We're at 81 degrees at the coast, upper 70s Tuesday into your Wednesday. For the desert, 70s, getting close to the 80s, getting there by your Monday, a little warmer by your Tuesday and staying warm by your Wednesday. And for the basin, Orange County, upper 70s for you, and then mid-80s, close to the mid-80s, upper 80s by Monday, little cooler by Tuesday, and more cooling by Wednesday. So our warming trend really taking place Sunday through Monday, keeping temperatures above average, very warm by Tuesday, and gradually cooling it down Wednesday into the rest of the work week. Rick, Sharon?
All right,
We can put those sweaters and sweatshirts away at least for the next few days, but keep them close at hand because fall will be back eventually. For now, though, it's going to feel like summer pretty soon here. Low clouds, though, moving into the picture here, and we are dealing with that marine layer to the overnight and morning hours. Temperatures right now in Pacoima at Pacoima Middle School, 60 degrees, and wind gusts got up to 10 miles an hour. At Hare High School in Garden Grove, 59 degrees. Valley Christian High School in Cerritos, 62, and Crossroads School in Santa Monica, currently at 60 with a wind gust coming in earlier at 14 miles an hour. So a little bit of a sea breeze picking up all across Southern California. Eventually it will be an offshore breeze, but for now we're still looking at the sea breeze pushing in the cloud cover into Southern California there, and currently temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, 55 in Wrightwood, 61 in Pasadena, 65 in Long Beach. As we head over to Riverside, 60 in Santa Monica, currently at 63 degrees. A chilly night out there tonight, still on the cooler side, but warming up a little tomorrow. We'll have more warming to do later in the weekend, and we'll have that in your extended forecast. Sylvia, back to you. Exactly. Get the t-shirts, maybe even a bathing suit for the beach, and some flip-flops. Yeah, we've got those offshore conditions coming our way, but with that, it's going to be dry. It's going to be a little windy as well. We've got a fire weather watch actually kicking in now, but that's not going to kick in until Sunday. That's going to last through your Monday. We'll get there in a minute. We'll break down the details. We're taking a look at downtown. A little bit of fog moving into the basin tonight. We are expecting cloudier conditions tomorrow. It's still onshore, but once conditions shift to offshore, that's when things start to get a little warmer and a little drier. As a result, there will be a fire weather watch that's going into effect at this point Sunday, lasting through your Monday. It's going to be Sunday evening into your Monday. That's when the winds are expected to pick up, and that's when things are expected to get a little drier and a little warmer out there as well. This includes cities like Corona and Riverside. So over the next few days, we're going to continue tracking the warmer conditions, the windy conditions, and drier conditions. For now, though, wind-wise, things are pretty calm, and we're just looking at mostly a westerly breeze. We're not looking at those offshore winds quite yet. Still cool out there in the 50s and 60s. 61 in Pasadena, 55 in Wrightwood, 60. That's for Riverside, San Bernardino at 61, and Santa Monica at 63 degrees this evening. So we made it to 71 earlier today. We're about 5 degrees below average for this time of year. By tomorrow, about a degree above average, getting a little warmer, and then things are really going to start to change by your Sunday. We'll have those details and the extended forecast coming up in just a bit. Looks like maybe we could squeeze it in just really quick. There you go. 70s, 80s. Want to make sure you saw it. And 80s eventually turning to 70s by your Wednesday. And don't forget to set those clocks back an hour Saturday into your Sunday.
Ah, it's a gift.
And temperatures starting to warm up. We even have a fire weather watch going into effect later in the weekend. We'll have the details coming right up.
That's
Latin,
really impressive.
Computer science, but not English.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, Latin.
A brain.
I mean,
yeah,
that's,
Latin,
that's
right?
halfway there.
Okay. Oh, if we were only that smart, right?
I know, right? Yeah. Woo! But that's very cool. That's very
Yeah.
cool. I can barely finish one of those, let alone, create
3 minutes.
one of those.
Can you imagine doing one in 3 minutes?
Incredible. You know.
We take our hat off
Not
to you,
so
David.
much.
I bet you he couldn't do weather like you do, though, Evelyn.
There we go. We all got our the
Good
very-
transition.
We've all got our strong points. There we go. All right. Well, speaking of the weather, we've got lots of changes along the way as we head toward the weekend. We've got a weekend, and we could have a weak to moderate Santa Ana event. As a result, we've got a fire weather watch. It's not going into effect until Sunday, and it's lasting through 4 o'clock Monday. So we've got a little ways to go before we get there, but something to keep in mind. So for most of the IE right here, you'll see for the mountains as well. And again, this includes cities like Corona, Escondido, Moreno Valley, and Riverside. So we'll have more on that coming up through the night. You will see currently wind speeds very calm, mostly from the west, just that sea breeze coming in, keeping temperatures a little cooler and keeping conditions a little cloudier. Earlier today, we made it to 71 in downtown, average is 76. And over the next 24 hours, we're warming up a little bit by tomorrow afternoon. We're getting close to average, even a little above it. And then we're really starting to warm up as we head into your Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Tomorrow is daylight saving time. Actually, technically, it's Sunday, 2 a.m., but tomorrow we do want you to set your clocks back an hour, and we do gain an hour of sleep. So for the basin in Orange County, warming up nicely. For the mountains, we're in the 60s pretty much for the majority of the week. And for the valleys in the Inland Empire, 80s turning to 90s, back down to the 80s by next week. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right, thanks.
And we're getting a look outside. The fog coming in, but we are expecting a major warm-up, even a fire weather watch. And in fact, we'll have the details coming up. All right, Rick and Sharon, let's get right to it on radar. We are dealing with a little bit of cloud cover out there, not seeing too much, but it is out there. And there's a fire weather watch going into effect Sunday, lasting through your Monday. So still on the cooler side tomorrow, but by Sunday, things are going to really start to warm up. You'll see calm winds right now and temperatures currently in the 50s and 60s by tomorrow afternoon. We're getting close to average, even getting to average in some spots, and then really shooting up temperature-wise on Sunday into your Monday. For the valleys in the Inland Empire, 80s turning to 90s. Don't forget to set those clocks back an hour when you go to bed Saturday night into Sunday. Daylight saving time is technically Sunday at 2 a.m. For the mountains, 60s across the board. And as we head to the coast, 70s eventually turning to 80s and upper 70s. And for the deserts, 70s turning to 80s, back down to the 70s by Wednesday. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right.